Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to this new video where I'm gonna show you our new minimal tech house free Ableton template, which is called Fever. Here's a quick preview. So you can easily download this template by following the link in the description. It's 100% free. Also, I would like to remind you that for this template we have only used Ableton plugins and our new Isolate sample pack, which is a collection of minimal tech house one-shots, loops, midis and starter projects as well. And you can find that too in the description below. So let's start analyzing this project. The first channel is simply the ghost kick, just the kick muted, and we use this as a trigger for the sidechain of the bass line and the drums. Then we have the kick drum itself. And here just an equalizer reducing the 185 Hz. This second kick track is basically the same as the previous one, but it has a filter on. Then we have the bass line, so these are the notes. Really basic. The preset has been done in operator. As you can see, we have a first oscillator with the sine wave and a second one with the square wave, and we have also reduced the frequency of the filter and increased the envelope to 10%. Then we have a first equalizer, cutting the very low frequencies. A bit of compression. And at the end the sidechain. So as for the kick drum, also here we have a second track with the filter on. Moving on, we have the drums. So the first thing here is this low tom. And it's basically working together with the bass line, as you can hear. As for the processing, here we have an equalizer, cutting everything below 100 Hz. A bit of distortion. And the sidechain. Then we have a clap. Here just cutting the low frequencies. Then an hi-hat loop. Together with an open hat. Then this percussion. So here we have a bit more processing, starting with this EQ, which is cutting the lows, cutting the very top frequencies and reducing a bit around 6000 Hz. Then this compression, which is operating in parallel mode, as you can see here from the dry wet. And at the end a bit of sidechain. Then there is this top loop. Here just cutting the lows and reducing a bit of the mids, and we have this other percussion here. On this one we have an equalizer, cutting the lows, the autopan to make it a bit more stereo, and we also have this glitch delay. In the drum section we also have a couple of fills. So that's the first one, that's the second one, and we also have a reverse ride. Then moving on into the vocal section, we have these first vocal shots that are playing together with the kick. So what we did here was cutting the lows, the high, and removing this resonant frequency. Then we have the chorus to make it a bit more stereo. And at the end, the reverb. Together with the compressor for the sidechain. Then we have the second channel for the vocal shots, so these are the MIDI. And here, as you can see, we have looped just the final part of the sample, and we have an EQ together with a glitch delay. And here we did quite a bit of automations. So the first one here is this one, which is basically increasing the pitch of the vocal. Then we have this washed out, which is this Ableton rack that we have right here, and it's basically a combination of different effects like delay, phaser, and a bit of compression as well. Then the filter automation, and we also have a utility gain automation for this part of the track where we wanted to increase the gain of the vocals. Then the main vocal. So these are the main parts, and here we have an equalizer cutting the lows and reducing some resonant frequencies. Together with some reverb and delay. And then we have a filter automation for the breakdowns. Moving on into the synths, we have this stub which is playing for almost all the track. Here an equalizer, removing the lows, the highs, and some resonant frequencies. Together with the sidechain and the filter for the build-up automation. Then we have this other synth. As you can see, the MIDI is really basic, so we have used this wavetable preset and we just have a bit of EQ. So the interesting part happens here with the arpeggiator, where we did an automation of the rate. And this creates a really nice effect in the build-up. And the final synth is this acid pattern. So we have used this preset here, and we just have an equalizer cutting the lows and boosting a bit of the tops. Together with some saturation. And the delay with the preset fake phaser. Together with an auto filter for the automations. The final part is the effects section. We have a really simple snare roll. Together with a downlifter. A reversed openet. These laser effects. And some vinyl background noise. And yeah, basically that's all for the production part. Then we did also a bit of mastering. So we have an equalizer cutting the really lows and some of the tops as well. the compressor with the preset Add Sustain, and at the end the color limiter with the preset Transparent Limiter. So yeah, basically that's all for this overview of this free template. As I told you previously, you can check it out from the link in the description below. Also, don't forget to check out Isolate from the link in the description as well. Let us know in the comments what tutorials would you like to see next, and I'll see you soon. Bye!